Hold on, so strong. Time just carries on. And all that she thought was wrong is pure again. You can't hide forever from the thunder. Look into the storm and feel the rain.
Everyone. We are here tonight to welcome you to the Shelby County Public Schools 2021 Teacher of the Year Awards program. My name is Cindy Skelly, and I'm the Public Relations Coordinator for Shelby County Public Schools. And tonight, we are here to celebrate the accomplishments of 13 brave teachers who fiercely plan, coordinate, teach, inspire, and lift their students to new heights. So tonight, to open our program, board member and vice chair, Ms. Sonia Blackburn, will offer a blessing for teachers. Ms. Blackburn.
A blessing for teachers. Cultivators of hearts and minds, may you be strengthened in your sacred and needed work. May you know that each moment you spend pouring into another is full of meaning, whether you are teaching ABCs, algebra, or baking bread. May the teachers who have journeyed many years find their bodies strengthened and their hearts encouraged. May the teachers who are just beginning find their nerves calmed and their paths well guided. May the teachers who are in the thick of it find one more light of inspiration again and yet again. May we all know that the best way to instruct is to walk beside, and that our own failure is a beautiful opportunity to model repentance and humility. May you always be learning, stoking the fire of curiosity so that you can overflow and nourish others. May you find the joy in the journey even when assignments aren't finished and attitudes flare. May you know that your work is known, appreciated, and honored, whatever you do the least of these echoes in eternity. May you see and feel the rewards of a job well done. May you never, never, never give up. And as you pass this grit on to others, may your friends, family, and community draw near to support you. Most of all, May you hear a thank you, we appreciate all you do.
So we are so glad you're here tonight. And I don't know if you know me, but I love theater. So I feel like I got to produce a little bit of a show tonight. And what is a great show without a musical number, right? And so tonight, we welcome a mixed choir from Shelby County High School and from Collins High School. And they spent extra time doing this, and they are awesome. And they are going to be singing for you the Sarah Bareilles song, Brave. They are under the direction of Miss Courtney Sturgill and Miss Ellie Osborne. And tonight they are here to encourage us all to show us how big your brave is. Come on, guys.
Be amazing, you can turn a phrase into a weapon or a drug. You can be the outcast and be the backlash of somebody's lack of love. Or you can start speaking up. Nothing's gonna hurt you the way the words do, and they settle neath your skin. Kept on the inside, no sunlight, sometimes the shadow wins. But I wonder what would happen if you everybody's been there, everybody's been stared down by the enemy. Falling for the fear and done some disappearing. Bow down to the mighty. Don't run, just stop holding your tongue.
Weren't they awesome? So tonight, as we begin, I'd like to welcome some special guests who are joining us to celebrate our Teachers of the Year. With us tonight, I believe we have some employees of Commonwealth Trust Bank who has sponsored our Teacher of the Year program for quite some time. Are you here? Would you stand and wave? We'd like to say thank you. There they are. Thank you. We appreciate this long-time support from Commonwealth Bank. Every year they sponsor the program that celebrates our outstanding teachers. This year, because we didn't have a banquet, we are going to have a layout in the Sentinel News. So all of you guys need to look for your pictures and your bios in the paper tomorrow. I think that's kind of exciting. We appreciate that. Also, I want to mention that Insurance Associates funds our trophies, and Pat Helen Florist funds our flowers that you see up here. Also, what'd you think about the musicians in the lobby? Awesome. They were led by MLCHS band director Kevin Osborne. I believe I saw one of our favorite substitute teachers, Mr. Richardson, and Bryson Dunsmore was on the keyboard, a student. He's very talented. Also with us tonight are our Board of Education members. If you'll stand when I call your name, Miss Brenda Jackson, Mr. Alan Phillips, did he make it tonight? I haven't seen him. Okay. Miss Sonia Blackburn, you saw her reading. Thank you. Mr. Andrew Klein. And Miss Friels sends her best wishes. She's in Florida. We feel bad for her. Also, we have our student representatives to the board. I think we have one of them, Mr. Hank Jesse. There you go. And I haven't seen Miss Monsi Muniz, but I'm sure she wishes you the best as well. Tonight, we have a very special MC, our very own superintendent, Dr. Sally Sugg. I know you can clap if you want. Dr. Sugg has spent over 30 years working in all levels of public education. Her career began at the middle and high school level, teaching English, social studies, and gifted and talented in the visual art and performing arts and theater. She moved into school and district leadership as an elementary principal, and right here in Shelby County, she served as the assistant superintendent for student achievement under Superintendent Dr. Elaine Ferris. Later, she served as Associate Commissioner of Leadership and School Improvement for the Kentucky Department of Education. Dr. Sugg has taught at the college level and during a brief retirement served a 4-year term on the school board for Henderson County Schools. And recently, she served a term as interim superintendent of West Point Independent Schools, and we are very honored that she is now serving Shelby County once again as superintendent. Tonight, she is here to award 13 Teachers of the Year and announce which one of you will serve as Shelby County Public Schools Teacher of the Year. Please welcome Dr. Sally Sugg.
I'm going to do like Andy, wear it up here so you know I am for masks, but I'm going to be up here a long time, and I want you to hear all about these amazing, amazing teachers. So, welcome to the 2021 Shelby County Public School Teacher of the Year program. I am thrilled to be able to celebrate with each of you tonight, and I'm so glad to see all the family members here to celebrate with you. 13 is definitely a lucky number tonight as we recognize 13 brave teachers who were nominated by their peers in their individual buildings as Teacher of the Year. And the song, our singers are gone, but I want to share with them the next time I see any of them, or you can share right here in this auditorium a couple of weeks ago, I challenged all of our administrators with that song to be brave. And this is definitely a year to be brave. The purpose of the Shelby County Teacher of the Year Excellence in Classroom and Educational Leadership, better known as the Excel Award, is to celebrate the teacher for contributions to the development and well-being of all of our young people in the community. This award is to recognize public school teachers who exemplify excellence through multiple realms: mastery of subject and its applications, innovation, excitement, and enthusiasm in teaching methodology, meaningful personal relationships with students, parents, colleagues, and also community members, professionalism and citizenry, and also personal commitment to continued professional development and enhancement. We never stop learning. Each of you has undergone interviews and observations of your teaching in a very, very difficult year. Shelby County Public Schools submitted all 13 of your names, all of you brave teachers, to the Valvoline Kentucky Teacher of the Year program. Now, you should be receiving information pretty soon about that application. We want all of you to complete that. Ms. Skelly will be happy to help you with that. Moreover, the Shelby County Teacher of the Year Award, the Excel Award, the winner tonight, who we name, will be presented as the WHAS Excel Teacher of the Year, and will also be recognized and honored this spring by WHAS. So tonight, we introduce all of you to our audience, and we will watch your tribute videos, which were created by a very talented team consisting of Corey Brand, Devin Johnson, Ella Bowman, Noah Nethery, and Cindy Skelly. And then we will ask you to come up on the stage after your tribute videos to accept this award, which is sponsored by Insurance Associates. We will take your picture, and then we'll let you return to your seat. So, is everybody ready? I am. Let's get started. We're going to start with Michelle Ziegler from Northside Early Childhood Center. Michelle Ziegler became a teacher because she wanted to instill a love for learning in young students. Her mother and aunt, both retired teachers, inspired her to make a difference. Michelle's favorite classroom moments are those when students exhibit the joy for learning. She can see it on their faces, and every time they've learned something new, she gets excited. Outside of the classroom, you can find Ms. Ziegler reading and traveling to national parks. So let's watch Ms. Ziegler's video.
Congratulations, Michelle Ziegler. We are so excited that you're Northside's Teacher of the Year. I want to thank you for adding value each and every day to our students and their families.
Those words is capacity, which means how much something will hold, right? That's what capacity is. And in the story, the mittens capacity was how many animals? 8! Yes, Andrew. The mittens capacity in the story was 8 animals.
It is no secret that you are the preschool whisperer. Michelle has a natural way of having her students build excitement and curiosity as they learn.
Down the hill fell Jack and Jill, and you came tumbling after. Cause of original sin, rip away the tears, drink her home to happy years.
Girls. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is not quite all of our fingers on one hand. The force of the sneeze shot the men up into the sky. and scattered the animals in all directions. They went here and there and everywhere. Oh.
Candy, everyone goes in the end. Knock, knock on the door, who's it for? There's nobody in here. Look in the mirror, my friend. I don't understand that best. Cannot speak for 13. What would you say?
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Michelle.
What would you say? Every dog has its day, every day has its way of being forgotten. Mom, it's my birthday. Would you?
There she is. Michelle, I forgot to ask you, would you like to say a few words? Now's your time. Come on back up. I'm sorry I forgot that. Come on back up.
Okay, so I just want to say thank you. I'm truly honored. I'm so happy to be part of the Shelby County team. I also just wanted to say a special thank you to my principal, Mrs. Swindler, who truly makes Northside an amazing, positive learning experience for our youngest Shelby County learners. And it's just a joy to be there every day. So a special thank you to her. Thank you.
Next, we have Matt Arledge. Matt is from Clear Creek Elementary. Working for an after-school program from age 16 through college, Mr. Matt Arledge, Clear Creek Elementary's Teacher of the Year, loved playing games with kids and helping them with their homework. During his first semester of college as a biology major, he realized his true calling was education, and he quickly switched majors. Mr. Arledge believes that the best classroom moments are always during a lesson or activity when students come up with great ideas, get really excited about their learning, or work collaboratively. Mr. Arledge also said, seeing kids laugh and light up never gets old. Last year, his class created a colonial settlement after researching about different jobs in colonies. And for exhibition night, they dressed up, created materials, and presented on their trades, crafts, and the life of colonists. Seeing kids excited and invested in their learning is always the most exciting event to Mr. Arledge. He also says he feels blessed to have had wonderful educators throughout his life who taught him, pushed him, and most importantly, genuinely cared for him, especially through some really difficult times. Mr. Arledge is an avid golfer. He loves going on walks with his wife and their dogs, Max and Murphy. Before coming to Shelby County, Mr. Arledge was Teacher of the Year in Oldham County at Kenwood Station Elementary. At Clear Creek, he serves as the academic team coach and VEX robotics coach that had a robotics team that made it to the state championship. And in addition, his academic team won first place in the district competition. Matt Arledge. Let's watch his Teacher of the Year video.
Clear Creek is so honored to have selected Matt Arledge as our Teacher of the Year. He builds great relationships with students and their families. His focus is always on How can I work and partner with a family to make their student most successful?
Spider-Man's control and Batman with his fist, and clearly I don't see.
Well, one thing I like about him is that he walks around the room and actually checks on what we're doing instead of just sitting at his desk and having us hand in our papers. He actually comes around and sees what we're doing while we're doing it. I really like that.
He builds great relationships with students and their families. His focus is always on how can I work and partner with a family to make their student most successful.
And you can see clearly what Abby is saying. That the third is the same as 4/12, and the sixth is the same as 2/12. This is how we're creating equivalent fractions. This is how we will eventually learn to add with unlike denominators without the pieces.
I think a lot of kids like him because he does academic team and he does robotics. And I think most kids like robotics and academic team, and he's a nice teacher. I think that's why.
His relentless pursuit towards engaging, relevant, and challenging experiences for our students in the classroom is one of the reasons that he is a leader and a learner at Clear Creek.
He is very nice and energetic, and he likes to help people.
Just something I can turn to, somebody I can miss. I want something just like this. I want something just like this. Oh, I want something.
Using at least 3 colors.
Congratulations, Mr. Arledge.
Congratulations, Mr. Arledge.
Congratulations, Mr. Arledge.
Congratulations, Matt, from your Clear Creek family as well as Shelby County Public Schools.
Looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale blast, just something I can turn to, somebody I can kiss. I want something.
Come on down, Mr. Arledge. We want to congratulate you and have you accept your award.
Thank you, Dr. Sugg, and thank you to especially my colleagues at Clear Creek. It's really honored to be, to receive an award like this from your colleagues, most of all the people you work with every day, and work with you. You learn from them just as much as I guess they feel like they learn from me. So I really appreciate that. And in my 4 years in Shelby County, I'm amazed by the support I've always had here. And how you're always being pushed to do more, and nothing seems too big. Like, you're always able to, like, try new things, try a new project, try a new type of learning with the students, and if you fail forward rather than, just being told don't try that anymore, or go back to something that you're always pushed to keep learning and keep pushing the kids forward. And thank you, Ms. Fleming, and I want to say especially thank you to Mr. Wakeman, my instructional coach at Clear Creek. He's been there my whole time here in Shelby County, and we've been able to collaborate on a lot of projects, a lot of activities. He's always there as a guiding voice with everything I'm doing, and I can't feel that my success wouldn't be at least partly to his leadership and his guidance as well. So thank you all.
Next is Sarah Travis, Heritage Elementary. Sarah Travis always wanted to be a teacher. She spent the majority of her life as a stay-at-home mom while her husband served as an Air Force officer. Moving often, she watched her sons attend many different schools in different states and have good teachers and not so good teachers. This fueled her desire to help students and provide them with the quality education that was caring and fun. When her husband retired, she went back to school and began her teaching adventure at age 36. One of her favorite classroom moments is relived yearly during the second grade project-based learning wax museum. Students exhibit excitement, perseverance, and they dig deep to become a bank of knowledge on their choice of historical figures. Ms. Travis recently said, "I love to watch them grow academically. The excitement that comes from watching students start far below grade level and progress to on grade level and beyond. But I also love to watch them grow as little human beings exploring their world. The wonder that comes when students learn something new about the world and how it works and what it means to be a good citizen of it, man, that is what it's all about." She loves to brag about her students and also her father, a retired Air Force chief, her husband, a retired Air Force lieutenant colonel, her oldest son, who is currently serving in the U.S. Navy, and her youngest son, who despite many medical setbacks continues to chase his dreams and live life to the fullest. She is proud to be a part of a great family, and thank you for your service, all of you. Sarah Travis. Let's watch her video.
Guess what? He went into the trees, and guess what he found? And oasis. Yeah, it was like.
Heritage Elementary is thrilled to have Sarah Travis as our 2020-21 Teacher of the Year. Sarah's awesome because she has such a kind heart and generous spirit.
Don't forget the keys under the mat. When childhood stars shine, always.
Travis was one of my favorite teachers because she was really nice. She kept everyone on task. She helped me a lot. She's a really nice teacher. My brother had her as a second grade teacher, and he had also said she is a really nice teacher. Miss Travis is my favorite teacher because she kept everybody on task, and she was just really encouraging.
Where an animal lives. What else? Emma?
Don't steal, don't cheat, don't lie. I know you got mountains to climb, but always stay humble and kind. When the dreams
Oh my goodness. I love the day. Raise your hand, guys. What do you do when you see a cockroach? This part of Texas looks deserty. What state should I look at next? What do you think, Mariah?
She gives all of herself to everyone she serves. We are so grateful to have her a part of our faculty and to have her with us every single day.
And here's why. Bitterness keeps you from flying. Always stay humble and kind.
And who would like to read my big question for us? Yep, this part of the story.
Thank you for bringing your smile and all that you give to each of your teachers, each of our students, and each of our families. Congratulations on being Heritage's 2020-21 Teacher of the Year.
I know you got mountains to climb, but always stay humble and kind. When those dreams you're dreaming come true.
Congratulations, Miss Travis. Congratulations, Miss Travis. Congratulations, Miss Travis.
Always stay humble and kind.
on down, Sarah. We want to congratulate you.
I think it was Mark Twain that said I could live for 2 months on a good compliment. So this one's kept me going for October, November, December, January, February, for 6 months. So I want to thank my husband for all his support and my mother, and thank you to Megan Baxter. She's a wonderful teammate, and I really appreciate all of the support that I get from everybody in the Shelby County community. Thank you.
Next is Kristen Van Meter, Marnell C. Mormon School. Kristen Van Meter, Teacher of the Year at Marnell C. Mormon School, became a teacher because she loves watching the light bulb moment in children happen. She worked at a summer camp where students had to earn points to be able to have playtime by doing academic worksheets. Ms. Van Meter loved working in the academic side of the camp because she loved watching children try something new and build confidence to be able to work on their own. Ms. Terry, a middle school math teacher, was a role model and inspiration to Ms. Van Meter. She said, Ms. Terry cared much more about us personally than just the math she taught. I felt she always did a great job to share real-life struggles she faced and in ways she dealt with all those struggles. Ms. Van Meter's favorite moment was serving on a team with 3 other teachers. She felt the team built an incredible environment for learning, and students cheered each other on in ways she had never seen before. On the last day of school, the students created awards for each other. Many students were in tears of joy while celebrating their hard work and strong relationships. Outside of the classroom, Ms. Van Meter plays tennis, she golfs, runs, bikes, and hikes, and she always enjoys reading and cooking. Kristen Van Meter, Marnell C. Mormon School. Let's watch her video.
The hydrosphere because all the pollution is going in the ocean and beach. So that's harming the ocean, which is again also harming the biosphere.
Gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel.
Congratulations to Ms. Kristen Martin Van Meter for being selected this year's Marnell C. Mormon Teacher of the Year. We're so very proud of you, Kristen. And we want to thank you for all the hard work that you put into building authentic and real connections with your students.
I see the kids in the street.
She's really encouraging, and whenever I need help, she always helps me with it. She helps her students a lot, and she's just so happy. She's in a happy mood. She's nice to other people. I like when like we do something really good in class and she like gets so happy and like cheers for us.
'Cause they got nowhere to go. That's the one I want you to know. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. And no.
This year, dealing with a pandemic has been difficult for us all. Instruction is different. And Ms. Martin took the challenge and met it head on.
She makes me want to learn, and she's always energetic, and whenever I need help, she'll always come over and give me the help I need. She gives kids a chance to talk and say their mind.
One when you get an answer right, she jumps around with joy, and it makes you want to jump around with her.
They follow the pattern of the wind you see. 'Cause they got no place to be. That's why I'm starting with me.
Is that what happens?
Thank you again for what you do for our students. Thank you for how you build your colleagues, and thank you for being an exceptional example of what great teaching and instruction is here at Marnell C. Moorman School.
Take a look at yourself and make a change. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways.
Thank you and congratulations for being the Teacher of the Year, Ms. Van Meter. Congrats! I'm so excited for you to be Teacher of the Year. Congratulations, Mrs. Van Meter.
Starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. Change your message to a man and clever. If you wanna make the world a better.
Kristen Van Meter.
Like Ms. Jones said, this has been one of the toughest years in education, not being able to connect with your students like you normally would. I'm really thankful though that Shelby pushed really hard to get us back in schools and be with the kids because NTI is hard. So I'm just so thankful to have that time together with our students and the push for that to make that happen for all our students. And I know they love it too. So I'm really thankful for that. I have to give a huge shout out to Miss Chase. She's my best teammate I've probably ever had working together, and she is so passionate. And I know our husbands probably get annoyed how much we talk together, but everything is about the students. We go to the grocery store, it's about the students. I gotta take these pictures. Everything is for our students, but I appreciate your passion because it energizes me as well. So thank you, Miss Chase. I also need to thank my husband because all the sacrifices, because I do put teaching a lot of the times first, so I really want to thank you for that as well. And then I also have to give huge shout out to JJ because she really changed, she was my principal at Heritage, my whole perspective of teaching. So really thank you so much for doing that as well. And I guess that's my time.
I said, it's not like the Oscars. You can talk as long as you want to. Let's give her another round of applause. Ms. Kristen Van Meter. Next is Morgan Seeley from Painted Stone Elementary. If you've ever sat through a lesson taught by Painted Stone Elementary teacher Miss Morgan Seeley, you can see the reason that she became a teacher. She wants to inspire young people to take control of their future and to show that no matter what their age, they can make a huge difference in their community and in their own lives. Ms. Seeley believes that engagement is a vital tool to use in the classroom, and she loves watching her students learn while they are interested in that stage that is set. One particular lesson included a mystery unit in the 3rd grade classroom. She and her team had planned a unit where students used detective skills to solve a crime. They had the chance to speak to police officers and a judge from the community, and being able to engage students in learning with members from the community was a meaningful experience for all involved, probably the adults as well. Beginning college as a music major who played the violin and enjoyed singing, Morgan was certain that she was destined to be a music teacher. But after teaching a pre-K class at a local daycare, Morgan discovered that she wanted to teach much more than just music. She fell in love with the process of building relationships with students and making those connections. She says, working closely with kids showed me that being an educator came naturally to me. I found joy in helping a child build understanding and thus confidence in themselves. Ms. Seeley has been working to develop a quality, competency-based education experience for her students. She is proud of her continuum and her continuum on the learning process that she is proud of her continuum learning process that she's developed with colleagues to facilitate the conversation about the students' learning pathways. Outside of the classroom, Miss Seeley lives on a 5-acre farm in Shelbyville with her 2 boys, Owen and Foster, their 12 goats, a horse named Bash, and a dog named Daisy. She and her husband are both musicians, so her house is filled with music, and she loves teaching music lessons and spreading her love of music to others. Morgan Seeley, let's watch her video.
Morgan Seeley is Painted Stone's Teacher of the Year because she is one that is so incredibly innovative with her teaching styles. She makes getting to the heart of the standards exciting and fun for students. She makes mastery of learning a ball. You never know what you're going to get when you walk into Morgan's classroom. She's one of our virtual teachers this year, but even this year, the students never know what she has planned, what craziness they're going to get into that gets them to the heart of the teaching standards.
4 months I got myself in a rut, too much time spinning mirrors framed in yellow walls.
Miss Healy is a good teacher because she has a loving and caring spirit. Even if she's stressed out, she doesn't show it. And Miss Healy has helped me with my learning skills a lot this year. From the first week of school to right now. At the first week of school, it was so stressful. She's taught me that I need to trust myself and not worry a lot.
Her ICANs are so student-driven, and they are just having just an exciting time learning under her. If I was a student, I would be ecstatic to know that I was going to get to be in Miss Seeley's class, because I know I'm going to have a year full of memories, a year full of craziness, a year full of just real exciting learning.
I think Miss Seeley is a great teacher because she always has the best interest for all of her students, and she helps and encourages us even when we don't know what is going on. And she helps us and tries to give us a little push when we need her help, and she is very loving to everybody, even if she doesn't know them.
If they knew who paid. Ain't it like most people, I'm no different. We love to talk on things we don't know about.
So Morgan is most deserving of this honor as our Teacher of the Year. So congratulations to you, Morgan.
Congratulations, Miss Seeley.
Morgan Seeley, Painted Stone's Teacher of the Year.
So you can maybe sense in their voice that virtual learning is not the most exciting thing to do or the most easy thing to do. It's definitely challenging. And I've had the wonderful opportunity to learn so much this year from this experience that I really have to give a lot of credit to them. They taught me so much on how to be flexible, how to be responsive, and how to use the technology that we have the wisest way that we can. I really appreciate everything that they had to say, but most importantly, I also want to kind of extend some appreciation to my colleagues. You know, for a long time I was by myself in a room, staring at a computer, talking to 17 little windows, praying that I was getting through to them. And it took a lot of support and love from my school community to keep encouraging me to keep pressing the boundaries, keep pushing, keep trying, keep going, don't give up, and don't stop. That's the way the Painted Stone family really is, and it's just such a blessing to be here on their behalf. I really love you guys. Go PSC. Love y'all.
Next is Lyle Hardesty, Simpsonville Elementary. Miss Lyle Hardesty, the Simpsonville Teacher of the Year, began her training as a teacher early in her life. As a babysitter, daycare provider, and a swim coach, Miss Hardesty learned the importance of creating connections and strong relationships with the young people with whom she worked. She loved seeing them achieve their goals, and it was these experiences that sparked her desire to become a teacher. Lyle, a homegrown teacher, has been inspired by many Shelby County teachers. She attended Southside and Northside Elementary and had great teachers like Janie Watts, Harper Kelly, Judy Wolpert, and Tony Moore. During her high school years at SCPS, she would travel down to Wright Elementary to work with Miss Martha Lawson, a kindergarten teacher. Miss Hardesty said, "Through that experience, she taught me so much about building relationships with students, meeting their needs both academically and personally. She trusted me to interact with the students, and my confidence in my ability to teach children began to grow. It became clear that education was my path." Miss Hardesty also gives credit to her teammates who mentored her at Simpsonville Elementary during her student teaching: Tracy Slayton, Mignon Dupuis, and outside of the classroom, Miss Hardesty enjoys spending time with her family on their cattle farm. They enjoy playing games, camping, and making memories together. She's also an avid reader and loves finding new chapter books to share with her class. Miss Lyle Hardesty, let's watch her video.
In a pair of faded coveralls and her mama's old high heels, she wobbles up and takes a shaky bow.
So we were absolutely overjoyed that Lyle Hardesty was Simpsonville Elementary's Teacher of the Year. Several of her colleagues nominated her, and I truly can't think of a person in this current environment that we're in who is both the most deserving of being Teacher of the Year as well as the most effective at what she's doing because of our set of circumstances.
What makes Miss Hardesty the Teacher of the Year in my school is she is an awesome teacher, and she helps out many kids, and she helps you learn a lot of stuff. She can help you learn multiplication, division a little bit, and a lot of stuff.
With a kitten named Bojangles in her arms, trying to let the whole world know how wonderful it feels to be here on this South Kentucky farm.
Miss Hardesty is a really good teacher because she's really funny, and whenever she's teaching us something, she would always explain it in a funny and nice way.
I'm Malaysia Hardy, and I had Miss Hardesty as a 5th grade student. I'm currently a grad student at EKU, so I've known her for quite a while. And I first off just want to thank her and congratulate her on becoming Teacher of the Year. When I first think of Miss Hardesty, I think of the caring and loving educator that she was for me in my life. I honestly wouldn't be where I am because of her, and I'm beyond thankful for that. Even to this day, she still calls, texts, checks on me, makes sure I'm doing okay with school if I need anything. And honestly, I've never had a teacher wanting to be there for me or as caring as she is, so I'm very thankful for that.
Lyle is the teacher that absolutely transcends anything the world would throw at us. She has the most incredible relationships with her students, has the biggest heart that anyone can imagine, and she also has ridiculously high expectations. So when we're thinking about what our teachers have had to juggle and manage, frankly the world has had to manage this year, we need more people like Lyle Hardesty. We need people with the hearts of gold. We need people who, despite any obstacle that's going to throw our way, are still going to, in a kind way, hold us accountable, but also care about us. That's why Lyle Hardesty is our Teacher of the Year.
Trying to let the whole world know how wonderful it feels to be there on that South Kentucky.
Lyle Hardesty. And that shows you teaching impacts for a lifetime.
Make somebody cry and then make me talk. I am truly inspired every day by students, my students at Simpsonville, their parents, their families, and my staff. My staff, not my staff. The staff that I work with, my colleagues, they are incredible. So, thank you.
Next is Dana Swallows at Southside Elementary. When Dana Swallows, Teacher of the Year at Southside Elementary, was a little girl, anytime anyone asked her what she wanted to be when she grew up, her answer was always a teacher. In her words, teaching has given me the opportunity to serve through my heart. In elementary school, Miss Swallows had a teacher in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th grades named Ms. O. She cherished their relationship and appreciated the things that Mrs. O did to go above and beyond in her teaching. Ms. Swallows feels honored to have been hired in her hometown, and she taught alongside Mrs. O in her last year before her retirement. Outside of the classroom, Ms. Swallows spends time with family and friends outdoors or at Ohio State Buckeyes football games, or independently crafting or gardening. When asked if there is something that she'd like to brag about, she said, "I'm not good at bragging on myself, but my family, my friends, and colleagues need all of the accolades because they are what keeps me grounded." Dana Swallows, Southside Elementary.
The thing about Dana Swallows is she loves her kids fiercely, and she loves them to her core.
Partner, give your partner eye contact, and give them an invisible fist bump, and say, "Great job."
Great job.
Great job. That was a 3. Let's try it again. Great job. Great job. Much better.
She's not only a teacher at Southside, she's a Shelby County mom. She does not believe in it can't be done. She's the girl that we go to when we have a problem, and she can figure it out like that.
She's the best teacher in the world. If you mess up or make a mistake, she doesn't get mad at you. She's just like, she says, "Okay, I'll help you with this one. Try it again. You can do it." She really sounds like she's excited.
She
She is fun, she's energetic, she's exciting.
Yeah. All right, boys and girls, Brooklyn just finished her math test. Can you give Brooklyn 8 rounds of applause? Let's read it with me. The new detail that I noticed in my book was...
I'll share this love I find with everyone.
How many compliments did we earn? 2. Look at that word, because. Look at that. 60 plus 8 equals 68. Good job. Way to go, Brooklyn! And what do we do when we reread, Eli? We find new things. Yes, my first compliment is going to be number 16. Who's number 16?
Congratulations, Miss Swallows.
Congratulations, Miss Swallows. She might be one of the most positive people that I have ever met, and we are blessed to have Dana here at Southside because she truly is smart, strong, and selfless.
This world keeps spinning and there's no time to waste. Will it all?
Southside Elementary.
Wow. In a year where what we've done before, we've had to totally rethink, this is truly an honor to receive this. My husband and I moved here probably 16 years ago from Dayton, Ohio, where I taught, where I grew up, and I never thought that I would find a place like home, and Shelby County feels like home. Thank you.
Next is Carrie Jesse from Wright Elementary. Carrie Jesse, Wright Elementary's Teacher of the Year, always knew that she wanted to be a teacher. She grew up in a time when going to college was the exception and not the rule. Winning a full scholarship to Georgetown College made the path to becoming a teacher a reality for her. Miss Jesse teaches our English language learners. One of her favorite classroom moments is when her students feel comfortable communicating in whichever language they know to show what they are learning. She knows that language is not a barrier to learning, but a bridge. She demonstrates the value of being successful in English and in Spanish, and her students know that she values and accepts their linguistic diversity. Miss Jesse uses language to empower strong, capable, bilingual learners. Miss Jesse believes that God inspired her to become a teacher by providing her with excellent teachers in her own life. From Miss Beadle on Little House on the Prairie, to Miss Over, a favorite elementary teacher, to Mr. Marshall and Miss Johnson, Sunday school teachers who showered her with unconditional love, to Mrs. Turner, a high school teacher who cultivated a personal relationship with her that went beyond school walls. In college, her Spanish professor, Miss Dr. Cooper, had a presence that inspired confidence. Outside of the classroom, Miss Jesse reads fiction novels, watches Spanish language shows or movies, cans the fruits and vegetables from her own garden, bakes, tries new recipes, spends time with her family, and takes care of her pet chickens. Miss Jesse's article about her experience using and creating art with students to teach language was published in the Kentucky Teacher magazine. She is presented in national and state conferences, both as an English language learner teacher and a Spanish teacher. Miss Jessie said, "Throughout my career, God has blessed me with excellent skills in the Spanish language, gifted me with a passion for language learning and language learners, and provided experiences that have allowed me to hone my craft and grow as a teacher. Teaching is who I am and not what I do." After 25 years in education, I'm still sure of three things. I love children, I want to make a difference in their lives, and I want to serve God by teaching others. Carrie Jessie.
When I think of Carrie Jessie, I smile because she epitomizes joy at Wright. She's constantly welcoming newcomers to our building. She is making parents smile as they are so worried about the language barrier, and she does a great job of just welcoming kiddos.
I know you had a lot to do. I'm glad that you paused a while.
Miss Jessie, we're so proud of you. We're glad that you represent Wright Elementary because you epitomize joy, empathy, teamwork, and service.
And she is so fun. I like this so much.
I mattered to you, you cared. 'Cause when you reach out and you touch me with your heart.
And sí, me salió bien. Wow. Yes. Great job. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yay.
She helps me learn about things and she helps me learn about everything.
Miss Jessie es una buena maestra porque ella le explica muy bien a uno y ella no va como a enseñarle rápido a uno, que ella le enseña como las cosas como palabra en palabra.
Miss Jessie is a good teacher because she explains things very well to each person, and she doesn't explain things too fast. She takes her time and does word by word.
We're going to do this part first, keeping in mind that we're going to have to do the blue. So we don't want to just act like it's read by itself. Identify the main purpose of a text. We got to do something with that.
Plus
10
equals 20.
Yes, good job. Ah, I just love it. I love it. Good job.
Yo puedo, dos.
You can do it. You can do it.
Congratulations, Miss Jessie. Congratulations, Miss Jessie.
Felicito mucho a Miss Jessie por ser una buena maestra y explicar bien todo.
Carrie, we're so proud of you for being our Teacher of the Year.
Coming in your hands, and though you're with me just a while today, you hope tomorrow smile.
Thank you all so much. It's a great honor, and I am blessed that this district has invested in me for almost 20 years. I've been blessed to work in several buildings under several administrators, and just the growth that you all have allowed me to make by investing in the EL program has been amazing. And so I thank you for the opportunity to love and serve so many amazing children, no matter their language. And this is a great honor. Thank you so much.
And if you aren't aware, one of our board members we introduced belongs to Carrie. Our student member that's here tonight, Hank Jessie, is Carrie's son. So you have a board member at your house. Okay, let's take a break for just a second. I would like for you all to recognize a few people. We know this can't, come off all by itself. So first of all, our principals. They are amazing. Many are here to support their teachers, and you've heard their words on the screen about the inspiration that their teachers are to them in their buildings. So please stand up, principals, and be recognized. Let's give them a big round of applause for all the work they do. I've said this many times, it's the best group of principals I've ever seen put together in one district. Next, special thank goes to Mr. Matt Cockrell, our art teacher here at Martha Lane Collins, who prepared the name cards for tonight's seating. So thank you to Matt. Is Matt here? Let's give him a hand anyway. Matt, thank you. And next, these great videos that we've been watching, they were created by a team of videographers and editors. So please give a round of applause to two of our students, Ms. Ella Bowman and Mr. Noah Nethery. Are they here tonight? Back in the back? We really appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Also leading the team, teaching our teenagers, and also videoing in classrooms and editing these tribute videos is Corey Brand and Devin Johnson. So thank you, fellas, and they're back there. So thank you so much. We appreciate. Wave to us so we can give you a high five. Thank you. Next, we're going to honor Kelly Hudson from East Middle School. East Middle School's Teacher of the Year, Kelly Hudson, is also a proud mom of a 2-year-old and a 6-year-old who spends the majority of her time outside of school playing with those two. She tells her students that she became a teacher because she'd rather spend her days with kids over adults. The real reason is that Kelly loves seeing students grow, both academically and personally. Kelly said, "I actually started college as a business major, but I quickly realized it was not for me. While I was in college, I was also a nanny for a family for 5 years, and it became obvious to me that this is what I wanted to do with my life. Spending 5 years with those children were some of the best moments of my life, and I wanted to be able to continue those experiences with my career." One of her favorite teaching memories was being able to loop with a group of students for 3 years in a row. The school was developing the advisory structure and working on personalized learning. The time she spent getting to know the students made being their teacher even more rewarding. She stays in contact with many of her students and loves to see how much they are continuing to grow in high school. Miss Kelly Hudson, East Middle School's Teacher of the Year.
When I think about some of the best teachers in my own life as a learner, I think about the teachers who believed greatness into me before I believed it for myself. And when I think about our students here at East Middle, that is what I think about when I think about the relationships that Miss Hudson builds with students. She believes in them even before they believe in themselves. And because of that, they rise to this greatness of performance that they never expected of themselves.
students are authentically trusting of her, and they are invested in the work that they do for her. They care about what they produce for her because she makes it meaningful for them and involves them in the entire process from planning to assessment.
She'll treat you like an equal, and I feel like in middle school, and because you know you're going on to high school, that's pretty important.
Miss Hudson is the teacher that comes to mind every time I think about building profile of a graduate as early as 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. So congratulations, Miss Hudson, very well deserved, and I am proud that you are East Middle School's Teacher of the Year.
Don't give up, you got a reason to live. Can't forget, we only get what we give. Don't let go, I feel the music in you.
This is such an honor. I am definitely not a public speaker, but I just want to thank anybody who has influenced me over the years, anyone who's challenged me, supported me, and influenced me, and that's my colleagues, my students, and a special shout out to Ms. Cox for just always pushing me to be a better educator. Thank you.
Next is Mr. Dave Hobbs from West Middle School. West Middle School's Teacher of the Year, Dave Hobbs, wanted to become a teacher after working as an instructional assistant in the highly structured classroom at East Middle School. The relationships he developed with the students, among others, helped him realize his dream to become a teacher. Dave says, "I wanted to be different, break the mold of the traditional teacher. I wanted to be the teacher that I never had." A teacher kids needed, wanted, and deserved. The words of Mr. Hobbs' students stick with him and have become important to him. One of his students told him that he was like a father to her, and another said that if it weren't for Mr. Hobbs, that he didn't know where he would be. Outside of school, Mr. Hobbs is a musician who loves concerts, boating, the outdoors, long walks on the beach, listening to music, watching movies, fine dining, not so fine dining, and entertaining people. An interesting fact about Mr. Hobbs is that he won 9 Best Actor awards in college for roles that he played in theater productions. Let's watch Dave Hobbs from West Middle School.
As a middle school principal, I feel that my job has a lot of important duties for our students. The most important job that I have, I believe, is to put the best of teachers in front of all of our students, as I believe that all students deserve the best teacher possible. Several years ago, I had the opportunity to interview Mr. David Hobbs for a position that we had here at West Middle School. And while he didn't take the position that we offered him, he was scooped up by another school. I knew at that moment that Mr. Hobbs needed to be a West Middle School warrior. Fast forward several years ahead, and now Mr. Hobbs is our Shelby County West Middle School Teacher of the Year. And why? It's easy to see.
First, Mr. Hobbs loves kids, and I think that that's a #1 priority for all of our teachers. He wants to make sure that every student is afforded an amazing learning experience in order to be the best students that they can be. Case in point, he's invited to graduations of students that he worked with at Collins, and not many teachers get that invite. Here at West, Mr. Hobbs is highly sought after by all of our teachers and our students for strategies and just really rich discussions on how to be successful here at West.
Mr. Hobbs is one of the most funny, caring, and nicest people I have ever met. I always look forward to coming and seeing him every day I have school. He knows how to make me smile, laugh, and just help me have a great day.
I think Mr. Hobbs is a good teacher because I'm open to him, and I'm not normally open to other teachers, but you know, he's good. He's a good teacher, and he helps me a lot.
He's an advocate for students, he's a teacher of teachers, and he's an amazing West Middle School warrior. So Mr. David Hobbs, I'm so proud of you. Congratulations on being Shelby County West Middle School's Teacher of the Year. Mr. Hobbs, you rock.
Congrats, Mr. Hobbs.
Congratulations, Mr. Hobbs.
Come on down, Mr. Hobbs.
This is such an honor. I'm not going to go off script here. I'm just going to keep it brief. But I just want to say thanks for this honor, and thank you, Ms. Stivers. I've moved around a lot in my job. I started at East, and then I went to Cropper or Shelby County Education Center, and then I was behind Shelby County High School in the trailers. And then I moved to Collins High School, and then now I'm at West, and I can say that I truly feel at home at West, so thank you so much. I have the best staff. Thank you to my wife who's here, because I have had some wonderful times in my job, some really highs and some really lows, so thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I'd like to take this time to acknowledge our observation committee. You all didn't realize this, but there's a lot that goes into the selection of these teachers. Our student achievement team is a big part of that, and all of them helped facilitate the interview and the observation process. So if you're a part of our student achievement team, please stand up and wave at us so we can say thank you for your role in selecting the Teachers of the Year. Also, I'd like to recognize my assistant, Kathy Davis, and another assistant in our central office, Billy Silverhorn, who worked really hard to finalize all the details in every step of this process. Billy and Kathy, are you here tonight? Well, there they are, back there. Always behind the scenes, but helping us all. Thank you so much. We appreciate everything you all do. Next, we're going to high school. Jeff Bracken at Shelby County High School. From hosting Thinking Strategies Institute 7 times, winning the Golden Bell Award, and being a previous Teacher of the Year for SCHS, being a great husband and dad, and biking across the country, Jeff Bracken, Shelby County High School's Teacher of the Year, has a great deal to be proud of. Mr. Bracken became a teacher because of the experiences he had as a student in public school. He said doing school with a hearing impairment was no easy task. I faced many challenges, but it was my teachers who made me feel important and made accommodations for me. When I saw the intentional care and effort that they provided, I knew I wanted to do the same for others. He said that all he talked about at the dinner table was social studies. This was a student of his. Mr. Bracken listed teachers from elementary to high school and those who influenced his decision to become a teacher. He mentioned Ms. Jackson, Ms. Clotter, Mrs. White, Mr. Reese, Mr. Overby, Mr. Scholl, Mr. Timoney, Ms. Travis, and many, many more. One of his favorite classroom moments happened between a class change. He ran to the restroom and returned to an empty room. The whole class had decided to play a prank on Mr. Bracken. They were hiding in the stairwell. He found them all there, giggling and having a grand old time. Mr. Bracken creates that community in his classroom, and students feel welcome and eager to be a part of his lessons and his life. Mr. Jeff Bracken.
Jeff Bracken is an inspiration to many. He builds great relationships with his students.
What do we want?
Better pay.
No, we're doing what? Look at this. Come on, no. We're gonna do it again.
Something that I find about Mr. Bracken and why he's Teacher of the Year is that he chooses so much, he's always so happy, and he makes all of his students feel so welcomed into his classroom from the minute that they step in from the hallway.
I do know, I just want to hear you say it.
He engages students in his history lessons like nobody else.
What the frick? See what I did there? Anybody remember the name frick? Yeah. The idea that when we look at one source alone, we don't really know what's up. But if we can combine multiple sources and we see a pattern that connects them all, then we can pull it together and say, oh,
I think Mr. Bracken was chosen to be Teacher of the Year because it's not about teaching, it's about making his students feel welcomed in his classroom, and it's more about us being home than it is in the school building. This year has been really difficult for not only the teachers but the students coming to school and going home and everything being pushed back, but he's found a way to have everybody involved in making school fun, whether we was on the computer or we was in the classroom.
He lets us learn to not take ourselves too seriously.
He loves making everybody laugh, and it's just such a great feeling to have one of those teachers that you can have as your best friend and your educator.
He's very creative and he's very inspirational. He biked across America last summer and we followed his story online.
All you burden, broken down, all of your trouble.
I'm really glad that he has this opportunity to be recognized as the Teacher of the Year for Shelby County High School.
Congratulations, Mr. Bracken.
Congratulations, Mr. Bracken, you deserve it.
Mr. Bracken, congratulations.
Jeff, we're glad you're a rocket. You totally deserve this. You're amazing. Thank you for everything you do for our students and our community.
and that they want to invest in us, and that he had no hesitation to say, we'll do whatever it takes to keep you here. And so that's when I knew I was destined to be a teacher. And since Margaret Wisman's become principal, she has continued that in me. They've made so many accommodations for me to continue doing what I love. And it's just amazing. And I'll tell you, to stand up here and to, be recognized, it's incredible, because I think of my journey as a teacher. I remember going into Philip Wakeman's room to observe one day. And I walked out saying, man, I suck. And then I went into Manny Stone's classroom one day, and I walked out and said, man, I suck. And then I walked into Matthew Mason's classroom at the high school, just right down the hall from me, and I walked out and said, man, I suck. And which is why I think it brings me to my last thank you, and that's my instructional coach, Fox DeMoisey, who I invited here, because he became my instructional coach, I think, like 8 years ago. And every direction he has put, it just never ends, right? It was thinking strategies, Kagan structures, then it was workshop model, and then it was project-based learning, and then it's like, when does it end? And it doesn't. And I think that's what makes us such a great district, that they invest in us as teachers, and they want us to be the best. And Fox, I'm forever in debt to you and the ways you have pushed me. So thank you, and my wife for putting up with me and allowing me to do all the crazy. She's probably going to have some words for me for sharing that story about what my daughter wrote on the board, but we'll worry about that later. So thank you all.
Kids, you gotta love them, whether they're yours or not. Next is Eileen Ryan from Martha Lane Collins High School. Eileen Ryan, the Teacher of the Year for Martha Lane Collins High School, fell in love with literature and writing in college as an English Lit and journalism double major. She was drawn to teaching initially by the passion for her content. She said, I wanted to share the beauty of language and human thought with my students. After entering the classroom, I realized that my love for English and language arts is matched by my love for my students. I'm honored every day to play a role in preparing these young adults for their futures. In Miss Ryan's class, discourse is magical. Her most cherished memories are of discussions where her students achieve new understandings about abstract ideas like justice, community, redemption, or hope. She encourages students to build off each other's ideas and forge connections among what they read together, what happens in the wide world outside of the classroom, and the interconnectedness of human experience and expression as a whole. Ms. Ryan is proud of her students, who she helped to start the first gay-straight alliance in Shelby County Public Schools. They are now in their 6th year, and Ms. Ryan has mentored this leadership group in planning and running ally trainings and in helping the Kentuckians for the Commonwealth coordinate the first ever Shelby County Pride Festival in 2019. In 2010, Ms. Ryan won a Fulbright grant and served as an English teaching assistant at Wolbong High School in South Korea. She was also awarded a U.S. Department of State Critical Language Enhancement Award to study Korean that winter. In the spring of 2017, Ms. Ryan won the Teacher of the Year hosted by Titan News Network. It was special to her because the students voted for her and gave her this title. Outside of school, Ms. Ryan enjoys backpacking, reading, hanging out with family and friends, and seeing movies in the theater. She's also a certified yoga instructor. Eileen Ryan. Let's watch her video.
My sophomores are getting ready to start reading Shakespeare's Othello, and I've been giving them pep talks all week about how it's not going to actually be that hard to act out a Shakespearean play over Zoom and in the classroom, and speaking in front of your peers is really not that bad. And I think I'm going to have to tell them that I understand that it's actually kind of intimidating. But I just wanted to say thank you, Ms. Skelly, for putting on such a wonderful event tonight. It's been so incredibly inspiring to see what all of my colleagues across the district are doing, because I don't usually get to see into elementary classrooms and middle school classrooms and across the county into high school classrooms. So I'm just incredibly honored. I want to thank Mr. Jebson and the admin team at Collins for building such an incredibly positive environment here in a very challenging year. It's pretty astounding to me how excited our kids are to come to school, even with the world how it is right now. I want to thank my family for their support, my husband Philip for his endless patience, and I'm just so honored to work with the students that I work with, and the high school students right now really make me believe that our world is going in a great direction.
Next, we have Seth Whitaker from Milestone Academies. When Seth Whitaker, the Teacher of the Year for Milestone Academies, decided to be a teacher, he did so because he wanted to help students enjoy school. Seth credits the examples set forth by his mother and his dad, who were both in education. Seth said, "My dad inspired me to serve at-risk kids." Seth believes that you cannot take things personally and that you must allow students to have bad days without holding a grudge. He believes that you must be honest with students and create relationships with trust. His principal, Michelle Shipley, says Seth Whitaker is an extremely charismatic teacher that has a strong passion for connecting with his students. Outside of the classroom, Mr. Whitaker is busy being a dad and a husband. He enjoys farming, drumming at Southeast Christian Church, and watching LeBron James win championships. Seth Whitaker.
If you aren't willing to suffer these things now, what do you think that's going to cost you in the future? Just look at it. You get here.
One of the great things about Mr. Whitaker is how he builds relationships with students. He helps them find what great characteristics they have about themselves. And he helps them realize that despite the circumstances that they may currently find themselves in, that doesn't have to be what defines them. He is a light at Milestone, loves to talk to kids and staff, and he is a great asset to us here at Milestone.
He's really relaxed on the learning. He lets us work at our own pace, and I don't know, it's just something about him.
He's funny, he's nice. If you need extra help on something, he'll sit there and wait till you understand it fully.
He tries to relate to us.
Seth, we are super excited that you represent us this year. We are so proud of you, and all that you have done to help students, and we thank you for your hard work.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, I'm the Teacher of the Year.
Seth Whitaker.
Well, I certainly have the most enthusiastic kids. I think it's obvious. I was actually really nervous to see what Shipley, what you were going to say on here when I saw that the principal was being interviewed, because I remember the day you told me that I won. I was going by your office. You're like, Whit, get in here. And you said you won Teacher of the Year, and I said, are you sure? And you said it's 2020, buddy. So I was also kind of nervous what I would say with superintendent up here, but then Bracken came up and said butt crack. So I guess anything goes. Anything goes here. But I just wanted to say thanks. There's a lot of meeting with a lot of people in the lobby and stuff. I'm a Shelby County kid, so I got some roots here, some deep roots here. But there's so many people have been part of my journey. The committee that interviewed me, like they all had played like some role in like my life. It's kind of weird. They were, they'd all worked with me either in the district or as a teacher, or when I was actually in the district. So, and my job's also really cool to where it's very unique to where I get to work with several different schools and working with our kids going into internships and stuff. So like seeing Jebson and Mr. Green and Miss Fleming and just the different principals that have opened their doors to our kids. It's been really cool to just form relationships around the district. So thank you. And that's it.
Well, it has been a year to be brave, for sure. So I'd like for all of our brave Teachers of the Year to stand up. Let's give all of them one last big round of applause. I'd also like to say that especially this year, but every year, we're honoring our Teachers of the Year from every school, but I believe that every person that works for Shelby County Public Schools is a teacher, from the bus driver that greets that student from the very beginning of their day, to a coach at the end of the day and on the weekends, our food service people. Some of those people in our schools are those that our students really connect with. So every single person that works for Shelby County Public Schools is a valued teacher. And so I'd really like to give a round of applause also. And I know a lot of people are watching via YouTube. So once again, let's thank all of the Shelby County Public Schools staff. What a great night. What a wonderful night. But now is the moment that a lot of you are waiting for. Who will be named the Shelby County Teacher of the Year and receive the Shelby County Teacher of the Year Excellence in Classroom and Educational Leadership, the Excel Award. Tonight, we're going to give that teacher, this award, to that teacher who is described by peers as someone who uses life lessons, real-world connection, community, and relationship building. Someone who finds something to connect with students about through conversations, jokes, games, and has great rapport with students and staff alike. Congratulations to Mr. Jeff Bracken. You are Shelby County Public Schools Excellence in Classroom and Educational Leadership Award winner. You want to say something else?
She was just very brave to ask if I want to say something. I don't know if you want to. After the show I just put on. Well, you know, again, it's just a test. All this is just a testimony to the investment that Shelby County puts in their teachers. I firmly believe that. I would not be anywhere close to something like this if I didn't have an instructional coach like Fox DeMoy, if I didn't have the colleagues I have, if I didn't have Margot Wisman as my principal who trusts me, which you saw me running through those red Solo cups. I don't know how you do trust me, but you do, right? As a matter of fact, here, we'll just end on a funny note. I want to tell you the story why I have all those red Solo cups. I got word that one of my students was trying to prank me. And so I simply just paid another student $5 to tell me when and where. When and what he was going to do. So he was like, all right, so I paid him $5 and he told me. And so I found out that one of my students had just bought like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of those cups. And after I left work one day, he was going to have the custodian let him into my room and he was going to fill my room with it. And I found out what day it was, so I sent a student to the cafeteria to get me one of those 3-foot long commercial grade saran wrap. And while he was in my room putting those cups on my floor, I was out in the parking lot saran wrapping his car. So, joke was on him. But those cups have created just incredible community building opportunities. And so what you saw was my advisory. We did strength finders test, and I put them in groups, and they built these pyramids with their strength finders, and then I just crashed through them. So we'll just end on that fun note. But just what a testimony to what Shelby County is doing, and all the videos I saw and all the teachers that are out there. Y'all are amazing. So let's just keep up the good work, especially in this day and age, right? So thank you. All right.
Well, once again, congratulations to all Shelby County Teachers of the Year. We're so thankful for what you do every day for our students. You are the best of the best, and we want you to know how much we appreciate you and your service and your dedication and also your talent and sharing that here with Shelby County Public Schools students. Before you leave tonight, our red carpet photographer would like to meet all Teachers of the Year at the red carpet with their awards for a group photo, and I promise we won't keep you for very long. Also, if anyone wants to take photos with friends or family, feel free to take time to do that before you leave. And you're also welcome to take those incredible posters out there in the lobby if you would like to take those home. Again, thank you, congratulations to all, and you may have some group photos in the lobby, and I hope you have a safe journey home, and thank you for spending your evening with us.